Hey FA, I'm Julia Allen.
And I'm Hattie Deloach. And this is
The High School Experience.
Hey Julia, do you think people have ever wondered what happens behind the scenes of the news show?
Yeah, I actually think they have. Let's go to Shahan Raymond to find out more.
And that's all for this week. This has been Tyler Olarte.
And Ethan LaRue.
Thanks
for watching.
Alright, that was good. Let's go at it. As you all know, we show a new show that gives information on student life. But what is it like behind the scenes? We're here to show you.
I think sometimes staying on task can be a little bit of a challenge for students. And the reason is media isn't one of those things where you come in, accomplish a goal, end the goal, and move on to the next day. It's not structured like a math class or a science class where you're grabbing a new concept every day. You grab new concepts, but then you're applying them. So it's not one of those one-stop shop things. It's staying on task continually for a week, 2 weeks at a time, and seeing a project to its entire completion. And I think that's a challenge for some kids. The other thing is the technology isn't easy. Once you pick it up, it feels like second nature, but there's a pretty steep learning curve, especially for students who are coming in late to the game. They pick it up, but I remember coming into media as a 10th grader instead of a 9th grader, and just the world moves very, very fast around you. You don't really know what's going on until almost a full year under your belt. That can be tough for some kids, and having to pick that up can be difficult, but it's a very fast-paced, quick-moving thing. We've run news shows at taking anywhere between a week to 2 weeks. I found that if I had to average it out, it probably takes about 5 working days to get a news show completely finished. And that is from the inception of the project, where we have a plan and an idea, to gathering all of the interviews and all of the B-roll, getting anchors shot, and putting it all together in a final production. It normally takes about 5 working days.
So my responsibilities as a producer can kind of vary from week to week. Since we have 3 producers in here, we're not all 3 of us are always being producers. So there will be some weeks where I'm just working on a segment like any other student. But there are other weeks where I'm pulled out and I am actually being a producer, and at that point my job is usually just to roam around, see if anybody needs help, help the anchors write their script, film the anchor footage, and then at the end of the week or the end of the production cycle, help Mr. Blevins edit the show, get it put together and exported so that everyone can see it. A lot of it's just experience. Probably the biggest reason I became a producer was because I've been in media since I was a freshman. And the other thing is you have to have a level of enthusiasm for media. I mean, they're not going to pick someone who just kind of doesn't really try to be a producer. So if you're engaged and you're experienced and you show that you have the capabilities to do good work and to help others do good work, that's pretty much how you become a producer.
I really like the environment. I think that Mr. Blevins is a really good teacher, and he's really good at teaching us what we need to know to make the news show and make it good. And make it enjoyable for other students who aren't in media. Media is a really good class, and it's a really good experience, and I think it's a really fun class if students want to take it, and I encourage them to take it if they're thinking about it for next year.
Hope you found out a little bit more about the news show. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Shahan. Hey Julia, do you know how to pimp your ride?
Actually, I don't.
Well, here's Promise York and Livy DeLage for more.
Oh shoot, didn't see you there.
Hey, I'm in the studio, bro. Oh no, yeah, call me, bro. Yeah. Oh.
What's up, Franklin Academy? I'm Livy DeLage.
And I'm Promise York. Today we're going to be showing you 3 different ways to pimp your ride this spring.
Ain't get the whole my mama. Couldn't even give her no kisses.
1. Make sure to keep your car clean. You want to make sure that there's no pollen on that.
Might probably say
Oh shoot, didn't see you there. Today we're going to be showing you different ways to keep your car clean.
Different ways to keep your car clean. One of the ways is to run it through our very proud, renowned Sam's Express Car Wash, located off 2900 Rogers Road. It's a great way to keep your car clean and maintained so you see nothing rustling out or your paint chipping off.
2. Tinted windows. So Alec, what's the first thing that you do to pimp your Honda Accord?
I'd definitely get my windows tinted first. You know, that dark window look makes the car overall just fresh.
Make sure you have enough gas, and I'm not just talking about gasoline.
I like to fill up my gas tank because it do take a lot of gas. I gotta use that premium, you know? When I whip my Mercedes-Benz E-Class 320 4-door 4MATIC sedan, I like to keep that gasoline in. I gotta use 93. I can't use that 87. That garbage, it kill my engine.
Hop in my BMW. Forget it says bum freaking Mercedes E-Class. That thing is 20 years old, rolling on freaking rims instead of the tires, bro. My name's Justin Evans. You know, I keep that 2010 BMW 335i rolling, and you know, when I'm rolling in it, I gotta keep that gas on my aux cord. So you know, you gotta hit up my SoundCloud, my latest album.
When I go out and get gas, I don't like to just get gasoline, you know? I like to pipe my aux cord with gas. Even though I don't got an aux cord, I got Bluetooth. What's up, y'all broke? But you know what it is. Everybody, link, is it gonna be here? Link that SoundCloud, go check it out.
You know, keep that Navi junk off your aux. That crap's whack, bro. Seth Gallimore, Scott Quinn, forget about that junk, bro.
I got mommy, I'm a murderer. I'm a murderer.
Thanks, girls. Hey, Hattie, did you know that the jazz band was putting on a concert soon?
No, I didn't actually, but let's go to Julia Allen for more.
Did you know that our school has many talented musicians? On March 5th, the jazz band is putting on a concert. We interviewed Mr. Robinson and a couple students to get an inside look.
This is the first time that since we've been at Franklin Academy that we have asked a professional group to come in. So what we've done, with the interest in jazz band at this school, and that we have two, we felt like we needed to bring in a professional group to be a model for where you can go as a professional in jazz. So in order to do that, we're going to ask our varsity jazz band to play a 15-minute set. And then there'll be a brief intermission, and then Mint Julep, the professional jazz group, will be playing a 30-minute set. And so our goal is to bring in as many people as we can, outside even the band. So it's open for anyone, it's free. Well, jazz is an original music from us here in the United States. That is the only thing that the Americans have truly given to the world of music, and that is jazz. And they created that out of their own singing and playing instruments, and then they brought this new kind of music to the world. And it has a lot of freedom. It has a lot of individual opportunities to be artistic, and also changing the sound of what music that we typically gotten from European culture.
I play the drums. Jazz band's kind of really fun because I get to improv. I get to start off with my morning, even though I'm like really tired. You know, I still be able to play the drums, and still be able to have fun in my mornings. Good start to the day. I am excited. I mean, I'm gonna be kind of scared because we're playing in front of professionals, but at the same time, we get to kind of see a live performance of people who know what they're doing, and besides us, you know. But
I'm a percussionist, so I play anything from drums to piano, and then I've recently picked up the bass guitar. I enjoy being in jazz band because it's a lot of fun, and you get to experience different types of music with different beats and stuff. Yeah, I'm really excited to, one of our other percussionists is showing off a Michael Jackson piece, which will be pretty fun.
I hope to see you guys at the concert. Thanks for watching. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks. Hey Julia, what are you planning to do over this spring break?
I don't know, but I was thinking about going to some concerts.
Hey, Neve can help with that. Let's go to her for more.
You know what, I love concerts. We talked to some people about their past experiences and which concerts they're looking forward to this spring and summer. Let's take a look.
I'm looking forward to Brad Paisley. He's coming with Riley Green as his opener. And just, if you guys don't know, Riley Green is the up-and-coming country music GOAT, so I'm excited for that one. My favorite concert ever was last year, Jason Aldean with Luke Combs. That was a ball. That was a good time with the boys.
I enjoy concerts because it's different than just listening to the music on your phone or with your friends, and it's a good experience, good environment. And it's fun depending on what kind of concert you go to. There's different types of people there, and it's just an overall good experience. I think everybody should experience a concert because it kind of gives them a different perspective on the music, and they can listen to it in a different environment, and just the people there makes it better.
Can't wait to see all these terrific artists live. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Neve. That's all for this week. From the high school experience, I'm Julia Allen.
And I'm Heidi Deloach.
Signing off.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special edition of Teacher Jeopardy! I'm your host, Matthew Schweiger. Let's meet tonight's contestants. First, from the History Department, we have Mr. Crossland. Next, also from the History Department, we have Mr. Baker. And finally, from the Math Department, we have Mrs. Kolostrubis. Let's get started. Ms. Kay, why do you have your hand raised already?
Sir, is that a hoodie I see? And is that a untucked non-polo under that hoodie I also see, sir? And are those headphones connected to an iPhone, a cellular device in your hand I see, sir? You know what? This is unbelievable. This is just unbelievable. You know.
Sorry about that, folks. Mrs. Kolostrubis has unfortunately left the set because she has, quote, had enough of this and is currently writing me up. Mr. Steislinger has been gracious enough to fill in for her. And with that, let's get started. First, today's categories. We have student habits, current DECA presidents, things teachers say, Franklin Academy locations, wall colors, and Patriot athletics. Mr. Steislinger, since you are our special guest, the first question will go to you.
Things that make me go, Well, I think I'll take student habits for 200.
Between Monday and Friday, this is what students typically do. Mr. Crossland.
What is act like hipsters?
Valid, but not the answer we're looking for. Mr. Baker.
I believe and I might be wrong here, but I believe the answer is what is hit the nail on the head?
No, that is incorrect. Mr. Steislinger, would you care to take a guess?
I would say, what is robotics?
No, unfortunately only a very small portion of the student body participates in robotics. The answer we were looking for was, what is go to class? Mr. Steislinger, since nobody got that one right, the next question will go to you.
I think I'll take current DECA presidents for 500.
This person is the current DECA president. Mr. Steislinger.
What is Nolan Frost?
No, that is incorrect. Nolan Frost graduated last year. Mr. Crossland.
Who is Lenny Fairfield?
No, Mr. Fairfield is the faculty advisor, but not the president. Mr. Baker.
I believe the answer you're looking for, and you can land your plane on this if you want to, but who is Amanda Pulley?
That is also incorrect. The answer we were looking for is, who is Mr. Jackson? Mr. Crossland, the next question will go to you.
Thank you. I will like things that teachers say for 200.
This phrase is Mr. Baker's favorite threat. Mr. Crossland.
What is I'm gonna jump down your throat and tap dance on your lungs?
Yes, that is correct. Mr. Crossland, you'll get the next question now.
Same category for 400, please.
Mr. Crossland directs his soccer teams here. Mr. Baker.
I believe the answer is, what is the parking lot?
Yes, that is the correct answer. Mr. Baker, the next question will go to you.
I believe I'll go for Patriot Athletics for 200.
This program has the most state championships in school history. Mr. Crossland.
What is the soccer team?
No, that is not correct. Mr. Steislinger.
Well, I would say, what is the robotics team?
No, robotics is not classified as a sport at Franklin Academy, so that answer is incorrect. Mr. Baker.
I believe the answer is, what is the girls' cross-country team?
Yes, that is correct. Mr. Baker, since you got that last question right, the next question will go to you.
I think for me, what I'm gonna go for here is Patriot Athletics for 400.
The mascot for Franklin Academy. Mr. Crossland.
Who is Alec Handlin?
No, that is incorrect. Alec Handlin is a clown here at Franklin Academy. That does not qualify him as a mascot. Mr. Steislinger.
Well, Albert over there is telling me that it's actually Freddie the Falcon.
That is also incorrect. Freddie the Falcon is the mascot for Franklin Academy Middle School, not the high school. Mr. Baker.
Being a high school U.S. history teacher myself, and thinking myself as a connoisseur of history and all, I believe that the answer would be, and I am sure I am right on this, is who is the Patriot?
Yes, that is correct. All right, folks, it is time for Final Jeopardy. After regulation, Mr. Baker leads. Our answer for Final Jeopardy tonight is 42. Gentlemen, take a few moments, come up with your answers. Mr. Crossland, since you are currently in last place, you will answer first.
So I wasn't sure about this one, but for 42 I put, what is the amount of goals we will beat Raleigh Charter by this year?
That is potentially true, but incorrect. Mr. Baker, you will answer next.
For myself, I believe the answer that I put down, I wrote, is what is the number of states prior to July 3rd, 1890?
Also true, but not the answer we were looking for. Mr. Steislinger, with the correct answer, you can win the game.
Well, you see, the answer is actually quite simple. It's, what is the meaning of life?
Yes, that is correct. Mr. Steislinger is our winner.
What do I win?
I don't know, what does he win?